As you can see, the birds really do like their batting cage or their flight pen. This thing really has helped because the other day I had four of them get out. They were out flying around. I thought, how did they get out? Well, a rabbit had came down here and chewed a hole on this side and the other side, and I didn't know it. We have rabbits running loose back here. But anyway, they got out. I had to go to work, so I just put the door down this aviary and they trapped right in there. So these birds are ready to let out. The only thing is I got about 15 more birds. I need to move in this section, but then I'll have too many birds in there. And then I'm racing out of this section with the old birds. So, man, I'm tight for space. But I need to take this down and start letting them out now. They're ready to start flying. And I think they're settled in really good. But then my other ones, I don't know. I need another loft right here on this side just to race out of like my old birds, and then my young birds can race out of these two sections. Oh well, maybe someday. Fixing to load the old birds up here in a few minutes. I'm not going to race my cocks. I handled them a while ago and they're kind of pretty light, on the light side. 2 days ago they felt fine. Now they're on the light side. So the hens, I think they still feel pretty good. I don't know, but that's all I'm planning on flying, the 4 hens today. I lost one of my cocks on a 36-mile toss earlier this week. Yep. All right, I'm at Orvilles House picking up pigeon feed. Our club secretary, plus he gets our feed here by the pallets. A lot cheaper that way. His old birds are out flying around.
I'm here.
I've never looked in here before. I want to show y'all real quick his old bird loft. I showed you the outside before, but never inside. This is my first time to see the inside just a while ago. But there's a baby on a nest there. Nice setup. Yeah, there's one over there too. But they were out flying around. A while ago he shoot them back up. They raced yesterday. All right, here's our first hen we're going to be sending to the race tomorrow. Last week I said this was Harvey Moore bird. I was wrong. I've been thinking wrong for like 8 months on this bird. The Harvey Moore bird was a blue check with white flies, I think, specks on the head. But and it was setting. This one's set in the same place his bird always set in. So I think it got lost last fall when I was just flying them, and this one took its place. So I never really paid attention. But this is 258, and this is actually a William Cluntz bird. If I'm saying the last name correctly, it's a bird I got up there in Tamagua last year. Raced as a young bird. This is AU96 Holmes. This is my Jamie Holmes bird from last year. She's going to the races tomorrow. All right, this is our bird that got 2nd and 5th place 2 years ago. She's going to races tomorrow. She always turns her head backwards. I don't know why. One time, I think last year she turned it all the way around. Well, anyway, this is the one out of my Keys Bouchard cock and my Polish hen. My little white hen. All right, well, I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and send my 2 cocks. And I wasn't going to send them, so I just poured the feed to them this morning. So their crops are really full. But I'm just scared if I don't send them out, you know, they keep jumping up higher and higher, then they won't have the practice of, they won't make a good speed, but at least they'll have the practice of coming home. So I hate to skip a race and then jump them out even further. So I'm going to go ahead and send them. Of course, here's the other cock, my wife's blue bar pied pencil. Last week, actually, he's the first bird back. So I got to send him. Well, it's race day. 150-mile race. For me, I think it's 125 point something. And we got 6 birds entered, 2 cocks and 4 hens. I'm not really expecting to do much better than last time. I think I'll be at the bottom of the sheet because I can't figure out what's going on with my birds. You know, in training tosses, 36 miles, I take them there 2 or 3 times. They coming home really slow. And I was thinking, well, are they kind of sick? Something going on, but the droppings look good. Their throat looks good. I thought, well, respiratory, but when they come in, they're breathing fine. They're not breathing heavy or nothing. So then I thought, well, maybe they're not motivated. So I took my cocks away from the hens probably 4 days ago. I fly them together, but then I separate them when they come home. I don't know if that might help. They just don't seem to be really motivated to hurry up. But anyway, I enjoy racing, and we'll be looking for some birds maybe in the next 30 minutes, hopefully, if we're going to do any good. Stay tuned. All right, there's my first bird in. Really, really, really late. Don't come over here. Come on. Come on. She went to the back. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Well, while I'm waiting for my old birds to come in still, let you see the young birds. Now that I start filming, they quit flying back and forth. I just let them out. Yeah, I'm thinking about quit the old bird races because my young birds, I got 44 on this side, and I don't like having over about 35 in there. So I need to, and I got 12 to 15 more that's weaned that needs to be moved over here, put in this cage, but these birds need to get out and be flying. So I want to move these birds over here to the section I'm racing out of, and then move about 20 of them over there and pull those other 12 or 15, put them over here, give them about 3 or 4 or 5 days with this cage, and then take it down and start training. And I don't want my young birds to suffer and get too strong on the wing and lose a bunch of them because I'm trying to race these old birds. I ain't doing no good anyway. So I hate to quit because I enjoy racing them, but I don't want to hurt my young birds. I need to focus on them. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. All right, it's the end of the race day now. It's dark outside. And my Jamie Holmes bird came in later today. She came in second. And then, of course, that's the bird that scored for me, came in. And then my white one came in while I was at church, and my blue bar pie cock, he came in also. So anyway, we got 4 birds back out of the 6 by nightfall. Let's check out on the cock real quick. There he is. Hey buddy, you made it back. Good boy. So we're missing the other cock that was a late bird last year. I didn't get the race. And then we're missing that hen with the white flights and a splash from Tamagua. I think she might be back by tomorrow morning. But anyway, I'm gonna try to figure out some way to keep racing these birds. I don't know exactly how to do that since I need this section for my young birds. I need these birds here moved, and I need these birds out flying. But I only used the 2 front sections for that. So I'm gonna have to figure out an answer to this dilemma. I'll sleep on it. Now here's the results for the race today, the 150-mile race. Now I know it's not over 126 for us, but in the combine, people fly that far. I think some guys even fly farther than 150 miles, the new guys that joined our combine recently. But anyway, there was 8 lofts and 124 birds. Frank Zuli got first place. Ben Hausman second, Tom Matinchek third, Zuli fourth, Ben Hausman, Main Street sixth, and right on down the line. And we got 12th place. Orville got 11th, and then down below 16 birds scored in. And the speeds, first place 1372, and then drops down to 12 real quick, 11, 10, and then our bird was 821. When a few of them be above us, look at that, 927, 860, and then below me 805, 771, down to 676. This was really a weird race. I think and then in their combine up north, I think some of them scored in the 1600s. So a lot of our birds, no doubt, went up there. It's very unusual for some of these guys to score that low. Not for me, but for some of the others. But it was a pretty hard race. We was going to knock off at 12. We had to knock off at 1 because so many of us didn't have birds. And then obviously there was 2 guys that didn't get no birds on the clock. And then when we did go clock off, not very many guys even had very many birds. So pretty rough day.